Today, I'd like to talk about nosy people who demand that you give them an answer because they think they're superior to you, or they're just plain being nosy. But when the roles are reversed, where you need to have something answered, they ignore the shit out of you. They either say it's none of your business, or they walk away like they didn't hear you. I've had this time again over the years. Like family members. The oldest son is supposed to name his oldest son after his grandfather. I named my oldest son my name. Nobody in my family called him by that name. And they're always demanding why I gave him that name. And I used to tell him, fuck you. I didn't get a chance to name your kids. And if I tried butting in, you jump down my throat. So, who the hell are you to ask me that question? Sometimes I would do it that way. Or, here's another way I would do it. Same question. When he asked me why I gave him that name, I would turn it to him and say, why are you using big words I don't understand? And just play dumb. Now, in the Arabic language, I spoke Arabic on a 5th grade level because English is my native language, because I was born and raised here. But with my family members, because of what was going on, I won't get into, but I always acted like I spoke Arabic on the kindergarten level. And when they want me to do something, well, what are you talking about? I didn't understand what you were saying. I would dumb you down. Like I wasn't that good. I spoke Arabic on a kindergarten level, when in reality I spoke it on a 5th grade level. Dummy it down. And this is where it comes into practice when you want to dummy something down with somebody who speaks to you in English, and you speak English, and you don't want to answer the question. You would say, why are you using big words I don't understand? It could be as something simple. I like you, I love you, whatever the case may be. And I've always found another way to prove my point. I wear hearing aids now. So I can hear people talking, but without it, it's kind of mumbling. Or I can hear the sounds, but I can't make out what they say. And I turn my hearing aids on mute from the phone. I got this app for the phone hearing aids where I can put it on mute. And I still do that with it when it's on mute. It's like the old saying, this guy was going down to breakfast for 2 weeks, and for 2 weeks his wife was talking to him. All this time he was wearing a hearing aid, and he kept saying, yes dear, yes dear, yes dear. One day she went up to him, took one of the hearing aids out, opened up the battery compartment, and what did she find? No batteries. Well, in my case, I have rechargeable batteries, but I can circumcise around it. I got a phone app on here where I can increase and decrease the volume going into my ears, or I can put it on mute. It's another way of saying selective hearing. And in my case, because of the hearing aids, I mean it literally. I can select what I want to hear and what I don't want to hear. And when I hear a conversation going a certain way, I sneak into the program on here and put it on mute. And I start that crap again. Why are you using big words I don't understand? You know I never been to college. I barely got by and got a high school diploma by the skin of my teeth. You know I'm not too bright, so why are you using big words? And for some reason, some of these people are so stupid that when I say that, they take it seriously. And that's my point. Of course, they think they know me and they've taken it seriously. They leave me alone. If they see this video, they may not take it seriously no more. And you know what? Whether or not they take it seriously, I don't care what you think. You should be more concerned about what I think of you than what you think of me. Because there's only two people in my life. The ones that are on my shit list I don't talk to, and the ones that are not on my shit list that I do talk to. So, what category would you like to be in? On my shit list and never speak to me again? Or off the shit list and speak to me? Because once you get on the shit list, you won't have to wait until hell freezes over to get off of it. And I always found that a great way of avoiding something I didn't want to answer to Arab relatives, family, friends. My parents, when they want me to do chores around the house, when like 13, 14 years old, as a kid, who wants to do chores? I didn't understand them. I had trouble understanding what he was talking about. And as a kid, when I was growing up, I found out how well that worked. So I only answered it when I felt like answering it, and when I didn't want to answer it, I couldn't understand what they were saying. It was like saying to somebody who speaks English, "Why are you using these big words?" And this has always been good from when you're being harassed and bullied into answering questions you feel uncomfortable answering. You throw it right back at them. Why are you using big words I don't understand? Why don't you dummy it down so I can understand it? The more they dummy it down, the more you say, why are you making the words bigger instead of smaller? Make it smaller, not bigger. It's like two tradesmen. One guy bargaining. There's like a bike that's on sale. The original owner wants like $60 for it, and the other guy wants to pay $40. So the guy drops it down to $55, and then the guy who wants to buy it will drop it down to $35. And the guy who's selling says, "Now wait a minute. You're supposed to go up on the price, not down. I'm supposed to come down on the price." And that's what you do with words. The more he comes down on the words, the more you ask him, why keep using bigger and bigger words? Can't you talk it down so I can understand it? Make them feel uncomfortable. I've done it before. They come in with attitudes, wanting me to do something, or trying to make me feel uncomfortable. And then when they open up their mouths thinking I understand them, Sometimes I don't, or sometimes I would talk and they think I'm talking about something else. Whatever the case may be, this attitude of mine and how I talk to them. Why you keeping big words that I don't understand? Well, or in Arabic, I couldn't understand what the guy was saying. Well, the reason I do this is because I learned from the very best. I have a computer business card. It says Philosopher / BullShiter. And the Philosopher BullShiter, I learned it from the best. My family. Especially my ex-wife.